Let's bring in David Rovelli. He's the head of the U.S. equities group at Canaccord Genuity, right? It's now changed.
Yes, we just made an acquisition.
Genuity or Genuity?
Genuity.
Okay, I should have checked that with you beforehand. Anyway, okay, David. So we're now seeing declines this morning after those gains yesterday. Is it all about what's going on overseas or what?
Yeah, it's all a combination of the Spanish bank, and the people believe that there's a lot more of this going to happen over there in China and also in Spain, and also what's going on in China.
Okay, so the moves that we saw on Friday, though, does that give you any clue as to what's going on in the markets, what people are thinking? We
should have had an update today. If this didn't happen over in Spain, I was hoping for an update today because you had a reversal day. We took out the flash crash low from May 6th. Reversal day, a lot of volume towards the end of the day. Technically speaking, you should have a follow through to an update today. Now, of course, that doesn't look like it's going to happen. But
does it tell you that May 6th flash crash day is the low then for the markets or not?
It's definitely not the low. Just look what happened. News comes out, we take over banks weekly over here. This is one Spanish bank, medium-sized bank over there. People are just scared. I would look to at least test the 1044 low. That's the February low that we set in for this year.
The 1044 low.
That's what I would at least look for.
Okay. Muhammad El-Erian last week said that, look, this doesn't look like a typical retracement. Is that what would you agree with that?
Yes, that's why last time I was on your show, I've been telling anyone who would listen to sell the rallies. The whole mindset has changed now. Now we're actually trading below the 200-day moving average, which is 1102 on the S&P. That's your resistance now. Till we close above that and we stay above it for at least a day or two and we put in a nice base there, I would sell the rallies and keep on selling the rallies because this is just the tip of the iceberg what's going on over in Europe. But
then when do you then buy the dips? Dave, I mean, when do you do that? Is it when the market starts paying attention to good news or what?
Well, it's two different ways to look at it. If you have a long term, you can start buying the dips now. If you're a long-term investor, and you're not 70 years old and you want to retire, thinking you're going to live to 90. But if you're a younger 30, 40-year-old long-term investor, you can start buying the dips now. Just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay. But if you're a short-term investor, you're still not buying the dips yet. You're going to wait for it to settle in somewhere. You're going to wait to see, we came in oversold last week for the first time in S&P in a long time, and we should have had a huge, at least 10% rally, at least back to the 1050 level. Didn't happen. We're not going to start seeing a significant rally until you see big institutions stepping in. You want to see up days with heavy volume. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Right, you're looking right. The volume is the key. But at what point? I mean, when is the market going to start paying attention? They're paying a lot of attention to the bad news, all the negative stuff. But when are they going to start paying attention to the good news?
It's hard. It's so hard. If you really want to know when I start buying the dips, if you saw the euro stabilize. If we get to see the euro stabilize, how you get to see the euro stabilize. This goes back to your original story. If we get to see China let their currency appreciate, so then right. Maybe then. But till then, I don't see any significant reason to just jump into the market yet. And you might miss part of the rally, but I talk to investors all day long. What they're saying is they'd rather miss a 5% up move than buy the market and have a 20% down move.
I almost could see that you were going to say that exact phrase, because I imagine no one's going to want to be in the market to just lose 20%, 30% in a week or something like that, or whatever, over a month. Okay, Dave, good to see you. And we'll see you around. David Rovelli of Canaccord Genuity. We'll be back.